Well, I don't know if you saw this, but the last couple of days, the White House, I mean, they do some crazy things down there, right? Well, actually, what they did is hook up with the Center for Disease Control and now made it impossible for you to be evicted because you don't pay your rent up until like January 2021. So you don't have to pay rent up to January 2021. You're going to have to pay the back rent after that. But until then, they can't do anything to you as long as you write this letter. And they have a letter down at the CDC, the Center for Disease Control. And I have it here, a copy. Here it is. There's a bunch of gobbledygook, but it says here, I certify under penalty of perjury that the foregoing are true and correct. I have used my best efforts to obtain available government assistance for paying rent and housing. In other words, you look for grants to pay your landlord's rent. See, there's a letter you send to the landlord, and when you send this letter to the landlord, they can't evict you. And actually, they can't do it until January 2021. So you have to do is check for grants, to pay for the rent. You have to not make more than $99,000 a year. So again, that's $100,000. And if you have roommates, each one can't make more than $100,000 a year. You're unable to pay the full rent because of loss of income, loss of working hours. They cut down your hours at work, or you're laid off, or extraordinary, what they call out-of-pocket expenses, like medical expenses. And that when you look at the fine print, it's only for about 7% of your income. So if you have a bill that's bigger than 7% of your income and you can't pay, and I'm using my best efforts to make timely partial payments that are due, that are as close to the full payment as possible. So you send them a few dollars a month, I guess, or whatever. So you're making some effort, and then they can't do anything about it, and that's amazing, and then you sign it and you send it to your landlord. Now, here I have a great article from the New York Times I talked about before, and I have a link here. And actually, I'm going to put this whole report on the bottom of if you're watching this on YouTube, there'll be a download link. You can get all this. And it wraps up.